Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading. How many of you traders out there struggle sometimes with following rules? So I like to constantly test myself and, you know, give myself something to sharpen my edge with. I really think if you're not sharpening your own edge, somebody else is. And this is competition. We're, in this game against other traders. We're in this game against the computers, the algorithms, big trading desks. If you can't be mentally disciplined to the point where you're making less mistakes as you go on, because obviously we're all going to make mistakes, but you have to be disciplined. So, one of those things that I'm working on from a personal point of view is to not overtrade. So, sometimes I'll start out, I'll be trading well, take a couple of trades, and then start to give back some of my gains. Now, it's kind of normal to not finish on your high of the day. Sometimes, if you're really pushing it and you're really leaning into trades, you're going to give back a little off the top. That's totally fine. But, what I'm trying to work on is if I set a specific goal for myself to not take any more trades, it's like going to the gym or like taking reps in a batting cage. It's preparing yourself, preparing that muscle, that muscle in your brain to be able to not trade. Because, in these markets, you can trade from your phone, you could trade from your car, you can trade from anywhere. It's so accessible. While that's great, it also provides more risk because you tend to take trades when you're not supposed to. So, in my case today, in particular, I wasn't going to be able to be at the charts all day. So that was one goal I set for myself is, and I'll get into the charts here in a second and show you my trade that I took. And, knowing I wasn't going to be able to be in my office for the majority of the morning, I said, no more trades. So that's something I'm going to have to stick by. And the more you do these practices, the sharper your edge gets and the better you get at trading. It's a constant battle with trying to get better and better. So this is an absolutely perfect example what just happened. And I didn't even know that this was happening until I'm looking right here. But this is the Russell 2K. I took one trade on it in the pre-market and made $100. You can see right here. $100, one trade. That was when I traded at 5 a.m. Okay? In and out, $100, in profit. And I was happy with that because I wasn't going to be able to be at the screens all day. So that's the trade that I took right here. The market was pushing up so much in the pre-market. At these levels, I was just waiting for a little bit of a pullback, and then I just took advantage of that weakness. It was a very solid trade at the time. It was just very similar to what happened over here. Ideally, if I was at my computers at this time, this is when I would have liked to be trading long. Because like I always say, don't trade against the trend. This was obviously trending up until it wasn't. And now we're downtrending. So I'm going to show you something here as I opened up the platform to make the video and just reinforcing to myself to be disciplined, to exercise that muscle of discipline and listen to the rule that you set out for yourself today. And I write notes down. So I have the note hanging right next to my camera here. So I can't miss it. And, I write myself these notes, these reminders because that's how you get better. That's how you get really, really good, by consistently doing what needs to be done. And if you're struggling with, following your rules, I mean, I literally have it right here. Manage risk, follow rules. It's the name of the game. So if you're struggling at that, just know so many other people are also struggling with that. But what I wanted to show you guys, when I opened up the platform, we're downtrending. What we have seen in the past 3 days is a bounce. We're seeing huge amount of pullback here, which is totally fine after being up for 3 days like this. We didn't get the bounce. But what I noticed is this right here. It was a perfect double bottom. Now, double bottoms can really be powerful in propelling that push up. So when I saw this and I sat down to make the video, this is what I was seeing. I wanted to jump in and, get long here, but we're still downtrending. And I told myself, no more trades today. And it already paid off. This would have been a big loser. I would have been red on the day instead of being up $100. So while, while sometimes it may work, other times you just really need to listen to yourself and just follow those rules, because they are there for a reason. We all need something to keep us on the path and on that profitability. Because this is a very tough business, especially if you are somebody that struggles with managing risk and following rules. So I'm very, happy that I was able to sit down here, not take any more trades. A lot of people that are in our Discord, they know that I shut down the platform, for the afternoon. I turn the platform back on after the closing bell, and that's what works for me. Everybody has different things that work for them, and then you just have to follow your rules. You're going to make mistakes still, totally normal. Everybody makes mistakes. You got to keep those days that you make the mistakes to a minimum. Keep your risk to a minimum. Have a max loss. And that's how you can really succeed in day trading. So I hope that this, little bit of advice to you guys, and seeing how I made $100 here, and it was one trade. So much easier on the mind than trading all day, sitting at the screens all day. Get in, get a winner, shut it down. And that's what we did here. Hit the thumbs up for the video, and I'll see you back on the next one. Take care, guys.